practices. One of the team's best on-ball defenders, he was successful during games, limiting some of the league's better scorers. His teammates during practices knew not to be careless with the ball when he was guarding them. His best offensive game was at Big Spring, where he scored 13 on 6 made field goals. He demonstrated a selflessness that speaks to who he is at his core. Senior, number 1, Jay Grant. This next senior loves playing. For 3 years, he's been at as many program functions as anyone in here. He rarely missed our early morning June and July workouts. He loved competing in practice at all times. He earned multiple starts this season from his practice work ethic and habits alone. My fondest memory of him this season was at a Saturday practice at the middle school when he refused to quit on a play and chased down the offensive player, aggressively blocking the layup off the glass. Immediately and collectively, as a staff, practice was paused, he was publicly praised, being told he would start the next game. Not the typical. Because his was the effort that every coach loves. He then took advantage of the opportunity he created and earned for himself in that December 29th start versus Boiling Springs, hitting a 3-pointer. Senior, number 24, Luis Rafael. Unbeknownst to him, his smile was the reason for mine. He has a way about him that lifts others' spirits. There are 2 memories that immediately come to mind when I think of him. During a home win versus Susquehanna, with the outcome decided in our favor, he decided he wanted to take an opportunity to dunk, which I encouraged. He could do it. But I think he learned the value of getting a running start. As he ascended toward the rim, there must have been a moment where he clearly knew he wasn't getting there. At that moment, in a "I'm committed to this" mindset, he decided to pull himself up by the net, rim, whatever he could to finish the play, earning himself a technical foul. His infectious smile may have never been more evident than in that moment. His ability to laugh at himself is a characteristic I admire. His season high point total in Game 14 was January 3rd, a Saturday afternoon home game versus Dallastown. At the close of regulation, trailing 52-51, there was a timeout. The senior had just missed the first of 2 free throws, so I called time to cover all possible scenarios. In a Hoosiers movie moment, I assured him, whether he believed it or not, he would make the second free throw, and we would win in overtime. I must confess, 54% free throw shooter, my uncertainty. But this senior stepped to the free throw line when the timeout ended, hit the free throw, and we did, in fact, win the game in overtime. Senior, number 2, Will Lightfoot. This senior is a very competitive young man. Though not always a verbal leader, his teammates knew they could depend upon him to give his best. His actions spoke louder than any words he said or chose to hold back. An intelligent player, he acted as an extension of the coaching staff on the floor during games. He has already committed to giving back to the younger kids of the program by serving as a volunteer coach. His knowledge of the game and desire to help others will be an asset to the program's growth. He scored 221 points, hitting 84 shots for an average of 10.1 points per game, while shooting a team-leading 74% from the free throw line in 22 games. He scored 21 points on 3 separate occasions this season, including in his final 2 games, when we were shorthanded and needed his senior leadership. The first of which, Saturday the 31st of January, a competitive home game, making 4 3-pointers a personal best versus eventual league champ York Suburban, as we trailed by single digits in the fourth quarter, after they defeated us by 30 points just 3 weeks before. 2 days later, in front of an excited student body on senior night, he made major contributions in our 55-50 season-ending victory over Southwestern, while receiving his second nomination this season to be the York Daily Record Athlete of the Week, senior number 11, Braxton Deardorff. This senior has a mind for the game. He loves analyzing, thinking, understanding actions and potential reactions. He is already committed to giving back to the younger kids of the program by also volunteering to coach. Moving forward, and he will be outstanding. Scored 213 points, hitting 64 shots, for an average of 10.7 points per game in 20 games. He was also the consummate teammate. He did any and everything he could do to lift others, making them better, placing teammates before himself. I learned this early in the season during our home scrimmage. As a coach, scrimmages aren't so much about winning as they are for tinkering, learning about individuals, lineups, strategies, etc. During a break in the scrimmage, I informed the senior, typically a starter, that I would be trying something different during the next segment of the scrimmage, and that he would not be starting. Without hesitation, and with 100% authenticity, he stated, "I don't care, Coach. Whatever is best for the team. I just want to win." As a coach, those are the moments you realize you may have something. Because of this selfless approach, he also lifted himself to becoming one of the league's top 3-point shooters, finishing 6th in the league in 3-point field goals made per game. He had maybe his best season of the game at Boiling Springs, where he had clutch shot after clutch shot, scoring 23 points while making 6 3-pointers, both personal bests. As a result of that performance, he received multiple face-guard defenses during following games, where he further was tested to be a good teammate, learning to screen, play the game differently, help others to get open, and lift the team. His most memorable moment came during one of those contests at home versus Dallastown, where trailing by 1 with less than 3 seconds remaining, he hit a game-winning 3-point shot to defeat Dallastown for the first time in more than 10 years, 60-58. This senior is also receiving the program's Character Award, as selected by his teammates and coaching staff. The award goes to the student athlete that best displayed the core values of our team through his actions and words, both on and off the court, with fidelity and integrity. Previous winners include Ian Eiffel and last year's winner Nathan Cooper. Please welcome forward senior number 10, Caden Shelby. Where do I begin with this next senior? When I first saw him during a summer league game at Redline, prior to his sophomore year, I saw a young man whose future I was uncertain and with much work to do. During his sophomore season, growth was very evident as he earned varsity minutes near the close of the season, after primarily playing JV basketball. His junior year, as it was for all of us, was a test of his character, grit, persistence, resiliency, as he learned how to captain and guide our team for a winless team season. Big recognition soon came our way, largely from his leadership. Our program was selected by the YAIAA Division II coaches to receive the League Sportsmanship Award. Side note, we won it again this season for the 3rd consecutive year. We were also recognized by the YAIAA chapter officials and selected to win the Gretchen Wolf Sports Scholarship Award. The award granted $25,000 to each of our 3 seniors last season for the way we conducted ourselves, particularly in the face of extreme adversity. Another side note, we were the first runner-up this season out of the league's 22 schools, narrowly missing a repeat. While this senior did not benefit monetarily, he helped make each of those 3 teammates' post-high school educational lives easier. Following his junior season, he was selected by the YAIAA Division II coaches as an honorable mention selection to the division's all-star team. As he entered the spring again, his character was tested, as he had to decide whether he loved the game enough to return his senior season. The choice he made to return, as documented by the York Daily Record and York Dispatch on January 22nd, speaks to what he means and has done for this school, the community at large, and all of us. I would argue that he, more than anyone else here tonight, has breathed life into this program with how he has carried himself and worked tirelessly to improve his game and the status of this program, particularly for the classes to follow. He scored 228 points to lead the team, making 85 shots for an average of 13.4 points per game across 17 contests. While all three scoring statistics led the team, it was his defensive positioning, shot blocking, and passing, coming from a team-first heart, bringing out the best in his teammates, lifting them, and making all of us, collectively, the best team we could be. That is what stood out to me in the videos and what we will miss most next season. Quickly, it was clear his senior year would be in stark contrast to his prior two seasons, leading our team to a 52-41 victory over Susquehanna in the third game of the season. The senior was visually emotional in the post-game locker room. Remember, we won 0 games his junior year. Shortly thereafter, concussion forced him to miss 5 games, and uncertainty crept in about the balance of games for the season's duration. What few may know, he sacrificed a day off from team functions during the holiday break to get in the gym and complete day 3 of his concussion protocol so he could return versus Dallas. During that game, he was clearly physically fatigued and did not play good, fouling out prior to overtime. However, his ability to play and extend the rotation breathed life into the spirits of all of us, the coaching staff included. Those extra breaths allowed his teammates to carry themselves across the finish line in the team's victory again. It was not his points, it was his presence. A few weeks later, at Eastern York, he had the greatest game of his high school career, scoring 36 points in the team's first Division II road victory in years. He was nominated to be the York Daily Record Athlete of the Week for that performance. One night later, he followed up in commanding fashion as the mercy rule, which so many times in his first 2 seasons was inflicted upon him, was put into effect at the hands of Northeastern. I challenged him and his teammates to get a comfortable league so bench players that did not play as often could get on-court varsity game experience. Again, he came through, doing selflessly for his teammates as the bench was emptied in the 4th quarter. This victory marked the program's first back-to-back away game wins in 7 years. February 2nd, senior night, before the game, I told him and his senior teammates, "This one is forever." While the game was close throughout and the outcome may have appeared in doubt, I knew the indomitable spirit and will of this senior was on our side, and his play would carry our team through to victory in spite of a short rotation. Following the win in the locker room, I bookended my pregame comments telling him, his senior teammates, and the underclassmen, "This one is forever." Special embrace is another gift this senior gave to me, and I will always remember. While the league's coaches have yet to finalize individual player season award recognition, there is no doubt he will be receiving honors. A very special young man, senior, number 25, Logan Stites. In closing tonight, and I have to say, Coach Bowman, I think this one's coming in under 20 minutes, man. I told you. I'd like to finish with this. In sports, team is a common slogan, typically meaning together everyone achieves more. I believe that is true about this evening and this season. Everyone achieved more because as a group of people, we came together.
Hey, real quick, can I get the junior high and the junior high JV boys in that corner back here, and I need the coaches as well. Thank you.
Sorry,
Oh, no.
excuse me.
You're fine. At least. Yeah, you're fine. You don't have to move.
There you go.
All right, thank you.
Want a soda?
Excuse me. Hey, pretty good.
Sorry.
Hey, coach.
How you doing?
Good, good. Good speech, man.
Sorry.
What's going on?
Yeah, why they gotta do Will like that? He was going to dunk.
Yeah,
and then
got caught.
realized he couldn't.
That was funny.
William, you gonna hold it?
These are all like this. Those two are all
I did. I got it. You want to get in?
If anyone would like desserts on the way out, stop.
You got.
One, two, congrats.